the mashup. What's up, Ryan Nickerson? Oh, yeah. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder. Yeah, we're going to get started very, very shortly. But for you guys that like what you're hearing, it's a combination of that Post Malone Spider-Man song, Sunshine, and Imagine Dragons Thunder. Not gonna lose. Okay, that's getting a little to be 15, 20 seconds of the song. And one thing, some of you YouTubers might can relate with me on this when you use, other people's music. Well, you're not monetizing your video. And it's cool getting a check from YouTube once a month. But after I kind of stopped doing the videos, my numbers have dropped and I have not been growing. Hey, but I see thousands and thousands of people watch other truckers on YouTube, especially girls. So I don't know. I'm in the like right around the 7,500 subscribers. My Christmas gift that I would like is to crack 10,000. I know that's a significant jump over what I've done this year. But for you guys that hadn't watched any of my videos soon, there's two videos that's went up just in the last couple of weeks that they haven't had a lot of views. I think they're pretty good. The first one was one that I filmed in my studio, added a lot of B-roll to, I had a tripod set up and, I was in my studio, but it's called the Top 10 Trucker Fears. Yeah. There was another YouTuber that actually did a survey of a lot of truck drivers to find out what their top fears were as a truck driver. And in that video, I go over in some detail those top 10 fears of truck drivers. And then, and actually, there's no music in that video, so that's a monetized one. So throw the thumbs up on it and share it and all that stuff. And this other one, it's just a fun little video on my. You guys ever heard of bad lip reading? It's a YouTube channel on YouTube where I mean I saw one for Joe Biden. There's several for Star Wars. There's tons and tons of them, but they'll show scenes and the natural volume of the movie or news talk or whatever the case may be is muted, and they have funny little voices that's saying off the wall kind of stuff that's funny. And most of the time it don't make sense, but it looks like that person or character is really saying that. And there was one I found. I shared it on my Facebook a few weeks ago that had Yoda from Star Wars, and it was "Stop It Now" and had something about seagulls. And I ended up copying the song, so I've got it in my arsenal of stuff that I can use to put videos together. And I was walking Boone. I took a few little like video shots of him, and well, I came home and I put a video together. It's only like 2 minutes long of me walking boom, but there's a funny little song. And I did one version of it and then I uploaded it. And then I added a few more seagulls and things to it. Um, but check it out. It's on my channel. Other than the live video that I did from the mall here in Alabama last night, it's the most recent one on the channel. So once again, Boone Walking with Seagulls. Stop It Now is the name of that one, and the top 10 trucker fears. But they are here on this channel, and it'd be pretty cool if y'all check those out. I think you'll probably like them. Both of them are good videos. I'm not necessarily going to encourage everyone to go see my video at the mall last night because I don't think it's as good as those two. And this video might not be either. I don't know. Let's play a little more music. What about it? Flower. That is skipping a little bit. And then the thunder. All right, let's I've got a few little bullet discussion points today. I'm backed up to the dock that I got here at like 4 o'clock yesterday Central Time and had to leave. Went to the mall for a little bit and I personal conveyed back. And I think that's okay. because I got here and I did my arrive call, and then I went somewhere personal, the mall, and then this morning I came back personal to here, so I'm backed up to the dock and have not started my clock. Don't report me. I don't think it's bad, y'all. It's just proper time management. Cause am I really on duty now? Am I sitting here talking to you guys? I don't know. I'm not sure how Mr. DOT would look at it. But I probably ain't gonna be able to run a full shift today. Anyway, I'm picking up like 20 something miles from here after I leave here, and it's going back to upstate South Carolina to the ZF, which is it's not even 400 miles. So when I get there, I'll have time. But ZF is also a live load, and what they usually like for you to do is sit out in their parking lot for at least an hour, sometimes two, and then you get to go to the dock and they unload you, and you can't really talk bad about them. They do a good job once you get backed up to the dock as far as getting you unloaded. But that'll probably be towards the end of the day. So maybe if I'm lucky, but best case scenario for my situation is I can shoot over to Michelin and like Greenville, Antioch Church would be ideal. So I could take it up to Louisville, come get back and get back Thursday because I've got a video assignment. I've got to get more details on it later today from the VP, but a video assignment. You guys ever heard of reefs across America? I think a number of trucking companies participate in this. GNP is, not the only one, but we have for several years. And this is for the Columbia, South Carolina area. We've got a pretty good sized military base there, Fort Jackson. And one of our drivers earlier this week, I guess, went up to Maine. I like, let me go get it because I've never been to Maine. I've been to 47 states as a truck driver. I ain't been to Maine. Maine's one of those things you got to get a load going to Maine. You're not going to drive through Maine. Look at the map, you'll see what I mean. But I did not get that load. I got this daggum load of tires. But anyway, the trucker gonna be back probably today or tomorrow, I would imagine, with a truckload of reefs from Maine. And then Friday morning, a bunch of police and I think firemen and hell, maybe some bikers. I don't know all the details. I got to get, more of a lowdown. But they're coming to the terminal. There's going to be some sort of a ceremony and flag raising and things like that. I'm sure Clifton will say a few words. He's always so well spoken. And then there's going to be a caravan or a convoy, if you will, going to Fort Jackson to put wreaths out on all the veterans' graves. And damn it, I wish I had a drone. Wouldn't that video? It's not going to be as good as it could be, is to have just a little bit of footage from the air of that. Or maybe I could talk GNP into purchasing a drone from Best Buy later this week. I'm going to try. Wish me luck, guys. Because I am droneless right now. Well, I've got a drone, and it flies, but the camera don't work. And I've watched YouTube videos on how to fix it, and I have not tackled that task yet. Maybe I don't know. If I don't get nowhere with getting the drone, but it still ain't gonna be fixed by Friday nonetheless. But yeah, that's reefs across America, which is a cool thing. I don't. Well, just stay tuned for the video. It won't be on this channel. It'll be on GMP's channel. Ryan Nickerson says it's 60 degrees up in Maine, or well, he's in Massachusetts. I don't think those two are very far apart. Does Massachusetts and Maine border each other? They probably do, don't they? I don't know. I'll look at the map later to answer my own question. Yeah, but we got wreaths across America going on at the end of the week. There will be a video on that unless something changes between now and then. So that's cool. I really prefer now most of the content on my channel is not this necessarily, but I really like having an idea for a video, a good title for it and everything, and then figure out the shots I want to do, kind of script it out a little bit, and then make the video and edit it together. versus, all right, I got a minute. Let me turn the camera on. That's how most of the stuff you guys have seen from me has occurred. Oh, and there is another video. Um, it was an edited video that I did that had one of the better music road footage scenes actually going through the gorge on I-40. One of the better ones that I've done in a while. I ain't gonna say it's my best ever that I've done or anything, but over the last several months, I hadn't been so much doing that, and this was a good one. I can't monetize it because the copyright thing got me on there, but it's a cool video. Check it out. Let's see, what the hell is that thing called? I'll look it up. Oh, it's called Who Wants Boone Back? And it's got Boone and I in the thumbnail. But just so you guys know, these are the videos that I was talking about. That one there with the seagulls. You probably, I don't know if you can see Boone in the background, but it's Boone walking with seagulls. And then there Who Wants Boone Back and Top 10 Trucker Fears. So if you have time, you're not entertained already, maybe check those out and it can help you out with that. I've got a few more points, but why don't we check the comments? I'm going to do it on the iPad here. How about that, guys? I'm going to do it on the iPad here. How about that, guys? There's a little bit of delay. I speak, and then a few seconds pass before you hear it. And then a few seconds pass before you hear it. And then a few seconds. Let's see. Volume down. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're going to the comments. We got Ryan Nickerson and Blair Pilgrim, Brandon Watson, Jordan, Mark, Valentine, and Scooter all are saying hello, hello to all you guys. Brandon Watson says Post Malone is a god. I tell you, he is one of the most streamed artists on planet Earth, at least here in America. I hear him constantly on the radio as well. And I really like Post Malone. I probably won't ever karaoke Post Malone. I don't know what the hell he's saying. Like in a lot of, there's one of it. You think he's getting ready to call a girl beautiful, but he says like beautiful or something like that. I saw this video recently of Post Malone looked fucked up. I mean, fried, high, drunk. I'm not sure what it was, but he was feeling good and having fun. And he was at some kind of award show, and Shania Twain was on stage singing "Man, I Feel Like a Woman," and Post Malone, he was up dancing around and singing with it, and it's I guess it's on YouTube. But yeah, Post Malone, he's got a cool style. And he was in Simpsonville. It was either earlier, the beginning of this year, or the end of last year, at that place. I snuck into. Well, I didn't sneak in. I walked in saying I was there with YouTube for the Wu-Tang Clan. That's another good video. If you guys hadn't seen it, it's a little different than what I normally do, but it was a fun video. I took my big camera with the microphone, which I don't have on me right now, and came in the back gate where the bands and the crews and everything come in, and they told me I couldn't come in. But hey, I'm Trucker Jim with YouTube. I was like, oh, okay, well, go ahead. But that was a cool video. Go back and check it out. I think it's Wu-Tang Clan, something like that's in the title. Smooth Operator saying good morning in Big Houston Meadow. And Brandon, he watched one of those videos I just mentioned, and he said it was good. Jerry saying Jimbo. And Brandon, he's PCing down the road to the Walmart. Now, you know, this whole ELD thing, especially with the sensitivity, I'm finding out like I actually eased up at the fuel aisle. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 miles an hour, something like that, short distance. You can move a little without it clicking you to drive. But if you get over 5 miles an hour, it's throwing that damn thing on drive with the quickness. And there's all kind of little situations, and man, that messes up your brake. What if it messed up a 34-hour reset or something like that? But you know, in yard move, it don't really help you. I mean, it does as far as drive time, but you know, clock running, it don't, because you know, yard move is on duty time, so you know it'll mess up a brake. But I have found you can switch to off duty and personal conveyance PC to do whatever short little move to prevent your clock from getting messed up. And if that's illegal, just throw my ass out in jail. I don't see anything wrong with it uh, at all. But I think probably more than likely the people that make the rules for truckers ain't never been a trucker and don't understand the scope of everything, which never, I am not an advocate of compromising safety at all. But at the same time, I don't need to live my life like a, freaking snowflake or whatever and let somebody govern every action either. We got Mike Johnson saying, "Hey, what's up, brother?" Okay, Brandon, I guess he participated in the Reefs Across America. You sound like a pretty interesting fella there, Brandon. Ryan Nicholson, yep, they are leasing Maine today to head to leaving Maine today to DC. Okay, so the Reefs Across America is going on in a lot of places, at least on the East Coast anyway. Okay, looks like one of our older drivers, 1150. 1150. I don't know if that's a Freightliner or a KW, or maybe one of those old internationals. Dang, it's 29 degrees in Tulsa. It's pretty nice here in Alabama. I think I could probably even take my jacket off. Yes, I can. It's not cold at all. Let's see. Oh, Brandon lives right on the outside of the gorge. Matthew is talking about keeping it real. We got the dysfunctional life. What's up? We're allowed 5.7 miles before it kicks our zone. That's probably about where ours is too, it seems like. Little Viking coach. Man, little Viking coach, why did you take that funny video down you uploaded like a week ago? It was that cartoon truck driver. It was disgustingly nasty and vulgar for all you guys that missed it, but man, it was funny. And you know who he is messing with on there. I ain't gonna start that whole thing up again, but I laughed during it, and I sent it to my roommate, but by the time she got around to checking it, you had taken it down off YouTube. That may be one putting back up. Let us know the story, little Viking coach. Why'd you take it down? Huh? Why? I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it immensely. We got Elvis smashing the like button. Bob Sullivan. Hey, does the super chat still work on this channel? Somebody try it out. There's a little dollar sign on there. You can hit it, and it sends like a $1.99 to me. I think you can do higher amounts. I haven't seen that work lately, and it is a season of giving. Oh, speaking of giving, now never in the entire 5 years been putting video content on this channel, financial gain from it has never been my main motivation. Um, Developing it does work, man. Brandon Watson, thank you very much with the 1999 super chat. I appreciate it, brother. And if you have a question, you have the floor. I will answer it. Dadgummit, what the hell was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Seen dollar signs flash up on my screen and they got me excited. Oh, I was talking about, oh, and other people, and hell, half my whole season I didn't even monetize no videos except for the backing video that I made, which that's up to like 55,000 views. uh if you guys haven't, especially like new people that ain't quite figured out backing yet, the video's not perfect. I intend sometime in the near future to do another instructional backing video. I've kind of really thinking I'm going to do it at like a series of 3 different videos to cover backing. But I made one. It's been over 3 years ago now. It's got over 55,000 views. It's my highest viewed video on my channel. But it's called Backing Basics. How to back a 53-foot trailer, I think's the name of it. I did it back in the U.S. Express days and it was completely filmed all with iPhones. I had 2 guys helping me out. They were filming part of it with theirs, and I had mine. It was at the time, it was one of my more challenging edits to time everything up from different sources and everything. But Yeah. Oh, but I'm getting to the point now. I spent some months being the media director, doing the stuff for the company. I'm not sure how the future of that's going to be after this Reefs of America, because for you guys that don't know, the company I've been driving for the past 3 years now. Actually, I'm about a week away from being the 3 year anniversary of me starting. I think December 16th of 2016 is when I started orientation with GMP. But GMP's getting sold later this month. Uh, and from what I'm hearing, it's going to be a good move for the drivers and the dispatchers and the support staff of GMP, because NFI is supposed to be a pretty rock solid company with international ties and a lot of connections, top notch technology and everything like that. Which on the technology, I would not call GMP awesome. I mean, they try hard and they're good people and they're honest with you and they treat people good. So I think that's very important. But like our TransFlow app, and I made it my mission like for a year. Like I was bugging the president, the VP, all the IT guys, all of this, because I wanted this daggum thing fixed, because I think it's bullshit that it don't work right. But we've got an app. It's the TransFlow app where you can scan your bills in and stuff. It's very helpful. Like I hadn't went and scanned something at a truck stop and I couldn't tell you when. Like when I do my empty macro here in a little bit when these guys finish unloading me, I'm going to go ahead and scan my bills and I'm done with it. I'll stick it up where my old papers go and I'll move on to the next load. Where, I don't know, still some drivers do this. They hang on to them like all week or for a few days and then go into either truck stops or terminals and scan them. And they'll never convince me there's any good reason to do it the way they do. This is the reason. I've always done it that way. I don't know if I trust technology. They worry about not getting paid. And also, this app, you got to kind of be familiar with it, because it's in a line of about 5 things that they send you on each dispatch. One of them will say dispatch info origin message, and that one has all the information you need. You pick up numbers, addresses, your delivery times, all that. Versus, having to go to the Qualcomm to look at it. You can look at it on your phone. But there's this other feature called chat to dispatch, where like what it would look like is you can text a message to your dispatcher instead of tack, 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 send, yes, like you have to do on the Qualcomm in the truck. But it's something's wrong with it. It goes to like this hidden location in the computer system, and dispatchers, I mean, if they like, all right, I'm going to find that message, they can. But as far as it breaking the screen and alerting them and actually being a communication tool, it don't work right. And apparently, it ain't gonna get fixed with the current setup of whatever they got going on as far as with TransFlow and that app and our MS DOS looking computer system. But with a company like NFI that's supposed to be ahead of the game technology wise, maybe that'll change. I know our 401k is supposed to get a little better with NFI. Um, oh, but anyway, where I was going with that is starting to actually, instead of just referral bonuses or whatever, with how I bought all my gear, the Macs that I have, the cameras, the drones and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go about it a little different. And one of the things, there's this program called Amazon Affiliates that YouTubers and creators and things like that can do, and a lot of them is taking products that they review. And if somebody wants that product, they click a little link, and the creator gets a small little percentage. It doesn't cost the person anymore, but just Amazon does that. Well, I set that up for myself. If you look in the link of this video, I've got a handful of things like my Canon camera that I have, the drone that I use, this headset that I have on, and a handful of things. This list will get bigger as time goes on, but there's links there that'll take you right to Amazon. And, if you want to buy it, you can. Or you can keep searching around and buy anything. I just bought my son a couple of gifts and my mom a gift from that, and we'll see how it goes. But I think, because I went through one of the links that's in my video that's attached to my Amazon affiliate code number or whatever it is, and I think I might get like a little 5% commission off the like $50 or so that I just spent. And you guys can do that too. And as time goes on, I intend to do more product review, more stuff at home, studio kind of things. You know, as far as adventure vlogs with me out and about, I don't know if I'll ever stop doing that completely. Even if after I become a big time movie director, making feature films that you can watch on Netflix or go to the movie theater and see, I expect there will even be behind the scene vlogs of that kind of stuff because I enjoy doing this stuff. Well, let's go back to the comments, and I've got a few more topics to discuss. Uh, do you know if NFI has a rider policy? I don't. I hope they have a pet policy. I tell you, ever since Boone started, living with me at the house, every time when I leave and his little puppy dog eyes are looking at me, I'm like, I should take Boone with me. And then my roommate like, no, you'll get fired. Because I guess that is just flipping the bird to the company policy that don't have a pet policy if you take a pet anyway. And I doubt I'd get away with it because, I'll be making a video about it. And I bet it wouldn't be up 1 hour before I would be getting a phone call. So Boone's not here. I wish he was, though. He's like my, what do you call it? What do you call it? Like when you can take your dog in a restaurant and you got a card for him or something? For people who are, I don't know, got mental issues or whatever, and the dogs make it better. I ain't saying I got mental issues. I ain't saying I don't, but my dog always makes me happy. Just, I don't know, it's him being around. He's just good for the atmosphere. And I've noticed her arguing don't happen with other people as much when there's a dog around because I don't know, they just help the mood. And Boone's 12, he's gonna be 12 years old next month. And I don't know what the lifespan of pugs are, but I doubt it's 20 years old. You know what I mean? So, you know, actually, I'm not going to continue that discussion. We're going to move on. Curtis Smith is saying, good morning, trucker for life. Good morning to you guys. Brandon Watson, at least they are trying. The most technological thing we have here is a fax machine. It's all paper here, minus the e-logs. Well, right on. Okay, I'm caught up with comments. Let's see here. What would you guys? Okay, I talked about Christmas shopping, and the reason I did that Amazon affiliate thing, and I'm really gonna try to have my videos where they can be monetized, which that means you guys might see a little ad or commercial. But if you have YouTube Premium, like I do, you don't see any of that stuff. YouTube Premium, it's like $15 a month, right? Or $3.33 a week, or whatever it breaks down to. But here's what you get with YouTube Premium. Number one, you don't see any ads. You hit play, your video just plays. Another thing that's kind of cool, you don't have to keep the YouTube app open. You can close it and be browsing around doing other things, and whatever video you're playing will play in the background. But it also gives you access to YouTube original content, which I hadn't watched a whole lot of it. But that Cobra Kai, which is like a continuation of the Karate Kid story. Same actors and everything. Daniel Son and Johnny's on there. And then defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. That the Sensei, he ends up. I think I ain't trying to spoil it. It's like season 2 before he gets there. But I really like Cobra Kai, and I believe season 3 will be starting up sometime in the spring of next year. But you get YouTube original content, and then you also get the YouTube Music app, which is pretty good. Expect like I mean, kind of from your viewing history, like my radio station on there, it's some good music on there, and you kind of get it established as with your thumbs up, thumbs downs as songs, come on and everything. But it's pretty cool. And I think that's it. You get YouTube Music, YouTube Original, no ads, and you can close the app down, go to something else, and the music or the audio of the video anyway will still be playing even though you're doing something else, which comes in pretty handy. But that's like $14.99 a month. Um, but yeah, I have started the Amazon affiliate. So if you guys want to, I don't know, do some Christmas shopping on Amazon, if you start that process in the description of this video of one of the others, Trucker Jim will get a small little commission. And all of those things, all the AdSense, like Brandon's super chat, big thumbs up to you, big guy. You've really added to the content of this video. Um, I don't go buy crack with it or anything like that. I promise. Probably not even buy booze with it. What all of that is for gear that will help me make more enjoyable content for you guys. That's how I use it. It is. I don't send it to my ex-wife anymore. At least they okay. Sup, big dog. Hey, Paul Wibbles, how are you? Paul Wibbles is up in Louisville, Kentucky. Maybe I'll start working my way there before the day is over with and be in and out tomorrow. But we'll have to get together and hang out sometime, Paul. Paul's come up to the truck show the last couple of years. Tell him how good my coffee is, Paul. Go ahead, tell him, and be honest. The FedEx or UPS guy will definitely be familiar with my house in the next couple of weeks. I do actually want to ask a question. What mod and tank RDA are you ripping on? Very good question. I've got a most excellent vaping setup, and this is it. Now, this here, I know you can't see it, but this ain't plastic going on. This is freaking metal. It's solid. But it's called the SX Mini. I don't know if this is still made. My vape shop don't have it anymore, but this is a premium one. Just this mod alone, I think was 140 bucks. It just carries one battery, so I'm like changing the batteries pretty damn regular. But this tank on here, it's made by a company called Fire Luke. Now, the first one that came out with, well, I've got it in my drawer here. It's a smaller version of this, but it is an excellent tank. Like the clouds it produce and the flavor are way better than smock tanks. And another like tremendous advantage over smock is this don't leak. My smock, it'd lay down on the bed, it would wake up in the morning, you'd have little, wet spots of vape juice or leak on your pants a little bit, and I hated that. I don't like it a bit. This don't leak at all. But to add to it, you just push that, add it, and it pushes right back. But this is called the Mesh Pro. I think the first one was called the Fire Luke Mesh, and then this is a bigger version, which it holds a fair amount of juice, but the flavor and everything is very good. And the cloud production, check it out. But SX, like sex, but with no E, mini. So there may be a SX regular size, but it has SL class. This thing is like the Mercedes of vapes. I really like it. I've had this one. I'll have to go back on my content and watch. But before, I would be getting a new mod like every couple of months because I don't know, something kept going wrong with them. They just wouldn't work right. This has been a beast and a stud. It's small, fits in your hand, fits in your pocket real good. It's pretty heavy, but it just takes one battery. So what I have to do is always make sure I have extra batteries. So, usually carry a couple with me. And battery life diminishes after a while. I've got several old batteries. I've only got one that I bought in the last few months. And, the battery life, don't last as long after a while. Vaping kills. I think when you vape cannabis, marijuana, with vitamin C, a lot of people are affected negatively by that, and some die and have like lung problems. But as far as this little vegetable glycerin and whatever the P is and a little flavor. Don't believe the hype, dog. Usually, now here, the people that's usually vaping, vaping, vaping are fucking smokers. Are the one that's like dissing on it, and it's weird. Like if I handed this to like I don't know a guy who usually smokes 2 packs a day in his truck, and he does this here, he's gonna start coughing. I don't know why. I've tried to turn several smokers into vapors, but like when I started vaping, it was more of the I think they call it throat hit, maybe. I don't know. There's throat hit and lung hit are the two different varieties, and some you're like it's more like hitting a cigarette type of thing. As far as the draw, there's not as much airflow. That's what I started as. That's more similar to smoking, and probably starting out, smokers probably need to do that because this is more similar like a bong or something because there's a lot more airflow, through it than the other. Oh, let's see. I'm 41 days not smoking. Vaping has been such a blessing to the journey. Even if vaping did kill, smoking kills faster. I agree with you, Brandon, and congratulations on 41 days. Like, Brandon, do this. Smell your fingers. Unless you've been doing something I ain't gonna go there. But like for smokers, that the thing that bugged me the most is my fingers always smelt bad, from having a cigarette in it and that smoke smoldering around your fingers and clothes and ashes and all that. Well, with vaping, there's none of that. I mean, it may smell like pancakes or baked goods in here, but it don't smell like an ashtray. So I would encourage all smokers to, well, you keep doing what you're doing if that's what you want to do. But I know for the last 4 or 5 years, I, I was not happy with myself about being a smoker. I still did it. And like when I was an insurance agent, and there was a time I was starting to get into a pretty good market of like people that had money, business owners and things like that. And, would go into the really nice neighborhoods and the big houses, a handful of times. And most of the time I left without the business. And I just, looking back, wonder. But I would be smoking cigarettes on the way there, and I come into this nice, home. And if you're a smoker, non-smokers, they smell your ass. Just so you know, they might not tell you every time, but they always smell you because you fucking reek. I mean, you don't, but the smoke of the cigarettes you smoked are on you, and it smells bad. It does. Just people that are live their life in that smell, you're immune to the foul, disgusting odor of it, and you don't notice. But we go walking in some clean, pristine, home, sit down at the table, they gonna smell you. It's just the way it is, and they ain't gonna be, ooh, where'd you get that? I want some. No, because it's nasty. Brandon's saying his beard smells better. I didn't have a beard back when I was a smoker, but I bet that does too. Blair Pilgrim says, smoked for 25 plus years, been vaping 3 years, no comparison. Feels so much better health wise. Me too. Like, my lungs are strong now. I'm getting, by the time 2020 gets here, I don't know if we'll have Trucker Jim running videos, but I'm going to get into jogging a mile or two for starters, because I've got this goal written down in my most important goal list is I want to be in the best shape of my life by the time I'm 50 years old and run a marathon. Oh, I may never realize how bad of a person smelled until after 2 weeks of quitting, and oh my God, it is bad. He ain't lying, guys. For all you smokers, everywhere you go, you are a reeking stink bag. I ain't trying to be mean. It's there. And many of you probably say, I don't give a shit. And, and, and that's fine. But I don't know. I got where I kind of did. And it wasn't just that. There's, like, if you get a notepad and write smoker non-smoker, smoker on this side, non-smoker on this side, and do what a lot of people call the Ben Franklin comparison, because he's the one that originally came up with that idea. But list all the positives for smoking. This is what I love about smoking, and this is why I'm always going to be a smoker to the day I die of lung cancer. And if I quit and become a non-smoker, these would be the advantages. Like, now the money thing, I don't know if I'm any better. I probably am a little better. I don't know if I'm better off or not. I probably spent more money on vaping than cigarettes. I'm not sure. With they spent $140. That's a lot of packs of cigarettes. But the juice that I use, I like to get in 240 milliliters at a time, and but they don't get these bottles anymore. My vape shop, the other bottles, they suck. Like these kind. I think this is like I don't know, what is that, a 20 mil or 60 mil is what this is. The hard ones, and they have these 120 mils. It's just a bigger version of this, but it's just a harder plastic. It don't go in there as well. Where this, I know you guys can't feel it, but it's soft. But like I've got several of these bottles, and what I do is I just take my empty bottle in my vape shop. I tell them I need a refill of Trucker's Paradise, and they mix it up. And it's like $28 for this. And there's somebody that messaged me a couple of times that has a vape shop in their own vape line that told me to send in a list of flavors that I want, and they'll send for me to some to try out. And I apologize, I haven't done that yet. I'm I'm pretty happy with my current situation, but I'm not against trying someone else. And if I do like it, at least throw it out here on YouTube. Giving my honest opinion of it, and maybe that could help that fella out. So I'm drawing a blank on your name, man. You know who you are with your vape shop and your juice line. If you want to send me a message again, my email for you guys that don't know, it's in the bottom of the description. It's truckerjim at gptruck.com. I don't know if it's going to stay there or not. I might lose my email address. I hadn't thought about that. Come in. I guess everybody else at GMP would lose their email address too. We'll have to see how that one goes. Stay tuned. But for the time being, my Outlook with truckerjim at gptruck.com still does work. Or also, you can always leave a comment on YouTube. I may not reply back to every comment that's made on YouTube, but I generally at least read them all once. Ryan Nickerson, Massachusetts just outlawed vape juice and any flavor, chew or smoke, nor to mention the high prices. They outlawed vaping. Have they outlawed like hard liquor and cigarettes? I know the question of that. They have not. See, the thing about, I don't know, wanting to outlaw this because, a handful of like little events, all that's going to do is open up a black market. Because I can assure you, if they stop vaping, I ain't going to go back to cigarettes. I don't know what I do. Well, I've actually been stirring over the idea of stopping vaping. And I said I was going to do that by 2020, which is right around the corner. But I haven't wrote down my list yet, but over the next couple of weeks, that's going to be kind of a priority. And I don't know if I'm going to make a video discussing my goals and plans as a process, because that didn't go over too good last year. If anybody would like that kind of content, that's, I don't know, wanting to develop a strategy to get more of the things you want out of your life and ha- have some happiness and satisfaction. I ain't saying I'm the answer on that. I'm pursuing that as well. Uh, but if you'd like some content as far as discussing that journey, just let me know. Nope, no, Ryan don't want to hear it. It's time to move back south. Come on back home, Ryan. Like Ryan, dude, you were in the Carolinas. The Carolinas is like, how many places are better than North and South Carolina? Good climate. It's in the fucking South. We got good college football teams. Speaking of, for you Gamecock fans, Jake Bentley is transferring away from South Carolina. And I'm wondering, heck, You know, he did throw an ass of interceptions. But the good news is they've got rid of Dan Werner, and I wanted to like Dan Werner. He was a quarterbacks coach, and he was big in the development of the RPO and everything. But it seems like Jake Bentley was better in his very first game he played. Like he was awesome against UMass in that first season, and then him just throwing interceptions just got more and more and more and more and more. Good quarterback, and all of his interceptions wasn't his fault. They go on his stat sheet though, and that's kind of was the biggest gripe. But also, heck, that new kid Helinski, he looked better in his first game than he did the rest. I'm not sure about that quarterbacks coach. He don't seem like he makes quarterbacks better. So his ass is gone. And they haven't made it official yet, but next week we should be hearing they're going to hire Mike Bobo as offensive coordinator. Okay. All right. We're getting close to 46 minutes. So we're going to wrap this up real soon. But there's two topics I'm going to just touch on real quick because they are relevant right now. Here in about another week, there's going to be the final Star Wars movie, as far as in the Skywalker saga, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Um, the third movie in, what do they call it? The sequel trilogy. And there's been all kind of reshoots and re-edits and things like that. I don't know how it's going to end up. I've been watching some videos about it, but that's going to come out later this month, the final Star Wars movie. So I imagine my son Chase and I will probably go see that, with the exception of, I don't think we actually saw the Last Jedi together, but all the, or maybe we did, and we didn't see the Han Solo movie together, because I didn't go see Han Solo in the theaters, because after the Last Jedi, I was just kind of like, fuck Star Wars. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the way they handled Luke Skywalker, especially with him coming back and fighting Kylo Ren. But it wasn't really him. He projected himself there along with his lightsaber. And I don't know. That just seemed a little stupid to me. I, I didn't really like it. But I tell you what I do like. For I don't I don't know if you guys have got Disney Plus yet. There's a video on my channel, should you get Disney Plus, where I kind of show what's on Disney Plus. There's a link in that description where you can get a week free of Disney Plus. It's like $6.99 a month after that if you just have the Disney Plus. There are combo packs and all that. Um, you look around a little bit, you'll find out all about it, even if if you don't already know already. There's like a Hulu, ESPN combo too, but it's got all the Marvel, all the Star Wars. But the first original show I've watched on Disney, because I hadn't been watching Hannah Montana and DuckTales and whatever else, but The Mandalorian is really really good. This Friday, episode 6 will come out, but it's a good show, and I mean, if you have Star Wars knowledge, you will definitely enjoy it. But even if it's just a casual fan of somebody that's never watched any of them, I think you can start with The Mandalorian and really like it. Um, Mainly because of Baby Yoda on there. Yeah, Baby Yoda's pretty cool. He's force sensitive too. And The Mandalorian is this kick ass high level bounty hunter. And it's a good show. It's a really good show. I like it a lot. Anybody else watch The Mandalorian yet? Oh yeah, and Blair mentioned I forgot about this because I am not with Verizon. But if you are with Verizon, I don't know if you just got to be with Verizon or when you get your new phone from Verizon, you get a year of Disney Plus for free. I think T-Mobile has like Netflix for free. I got AT&T, and T, and I don't know. We get this AT&T Watch app for free, which I used to watch it, but I hadn't been lately. Okay, and that's all I got. I have worked my way through the list, and we are just under 50 minutes right now. And let's see. Hey, did that super chat button stop working? Did it? Somebody want to try it out? It's that dollar sign you see on your screen. Um, oh, but just for you guys that tuned in late, there's a couple of new videos. on this channel that I would really like for you guys to watch. And I guess you can tell me your opinion of it. Can is Brandon's the only super chat that works? Hmm. Thanks, Brandon. You're the man. Um, but a couple of videos that are new. There's one, Boone walking with seagulls. I assure you, you will at least chuckle sometime during the 2 minutes that that video is. Boone walking with seagulls. Stop it now is the name of it. There's also top 10 trucker fears, which was the flatbed chick. I don't know if any of you guys watch the flatbed chick on YouTube. She's been doing it several years. Got a lot of content out there. But she had did a survey with her viewer base, which she's got over 20,000 subscribers, 3 times the size of this channel, about top fears of truckers. And I totally just borrowed her idea with the intention of making a better video than she did on the same subject. And I did. It's really good. There's tornado. Let me not. But there's B-roll footage. It's not just me sitting there talking the whole time. It's a pretty edited video. And also, speaking of edited video, there was one you guys may have saw that, but it's got a lot of music in it and road footage. Because of that, it's not a monetized video, but still watch it because I think you guys will like it. I think it's about 14 minutes long. It's the longest video other than these live videos that I've done in a while, but it's called Who Wants Boone Back? Boone is in the thumbnail of that. But check those out. You're very welcome, Brandon. But I guess I'm going to get off here, guys, because we're over 50 minutes now, but I appreciate everybody tuning in. Uh, for those of you I don't talk to between now and Christmas, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you're Jewish, Happy Hanukkah. But happy holiday season to everyone. Be safe out on the road. If you get a chance to do something kind, get on it. Do it. Promise you, it makes you feel better. It's kind of like a drug. And oh, and there are some Amazon links for some of the gear. I'll have to look up this vape thing and put that Amazon link in there. But for drones, cameras, things like that. But if you shop around a little, I don't know that I'm still learning how the Amazon affiliate program works. But it's something I intend to start putting more effort into, like product reviews, looking to find good deals on certain products. So you guys can take advantage of that, and that can also help fund the new gear that I strive to get over the next few months, especially like I'd like to get a drone that don't crash. And the last crash was not my fault. I didn't take a propeller off in midair, but I guess I didn't put the propeller on good, so maybe it is my fault. I accept responsibility, guys. But I'm out. Everyone have a happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, be safe out there and keep on trucking.